What's going on, friends? Harley-Davidson has been through a lot in its history, and we just thought the AMF years were bad. When it came to this little debacle that Harley-Davidson just went through, AMF said, "Here, hold my beer, watch this." Well, it's not exactly over for Harley-Davidson just yet. What we are waiting to see right now is what kind of damage has been done, and can Harley-Davidson as a brand recover? Everything that went on at the top at Harley-Davidson, this has honestly, in my opinion, done a lot of damage to the brand. I don't know about you, but I kind of look at Harley-Davidson, and right now all I can see is what just happened the past month. Now, if you remember from last week's video, they did put out a letter, a pretty scathing letter towards the customers, and there was really no apology to be had in there. The CEO is still in place, and mind you, the CEO is also the head of the board as well. He is executor of the board, and everybody, as far as we know, there obviously would have been in the news, it would have come out by now, but everybody on the board is still there. So my question to you guys today: has Harley-Davidson done enough, or is there still more work to do to try to salvage the brand? Guys, please don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. One of the biggest questions right now that's floating around: can Harley-Davidson recover from this big debacle? There wasn't an apology, and as I mentioned, the board and the CEO are still in place. Right there, that is where we need to start on rebuilding the brand. Like it or not, Harley-Davidson, the brand has been tarnished. What's yet to be seen for Harley-Davidson is, can the brand recover? We're not going to see immediate results. Not everybody is going to go out and just sell their Harley-Davidson motorcycle, even though I'm sure some of you did over this, and I know a lot of you debadged them, but a lot of people, they're already bought. If you already owned a Harley, they were already bought and paid for. Corporate already got their money. The dealer already got their money. What we're going to have to wait and see is how many people we lost to other brands. How many people were on the fence about trading in their Harley-Davidson on a new one, selling their current Harley-Davidson and buying a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle? How many of those people actually went and bought an Indian? Maybe somebody was coming from another brand and they were between Harley and Indian. How many bought that Indian instead of the Harley? This is yet to be seen. This might take a year. This might take 6 months. This can take a couple of sales quarters before this data to start rolling in. Now, I am hopeful that when the data starts rolling in and the sales are down, that they go ahead and get rid of the CEO and the board as it stands right now today. For the company's sake and all the dealers out there and everybody invested in Harley-Davidson that works for Harley-Davidson, I hope the CEO was right in his plan to actually produce and sell less motorcycles, but make more money on every single new motorcycle sold. I hope he was right there, because I feel like the sales numbers are going to be down, and I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to be selling a lot less new Harley-Davidsons, so you know what? I hope they do make enough money on it before they can him. Harley-Davidson has seen some tumultuous times, the whole AMF debacle, but hey, Harley-Davidson made it out of that. But at the time, the company was bought back and taken private, and they were able to restructure, rebuild, and the Evolution engine, that was an absolute hit, and which led into the 90s. The reliability was back. The bikes were in high demand. You couldn't keep them on the showroom floors. Now, the issue is I believe Harley-Davidson has still got that mentality that everybody wants their bikes. And to be truthful with you, I don't think that Harley-Davidson truly got the message just yet. But with new bike sales, as I predict, they're going to be slowing down. They're going to be hurting. Indian sales are going to be up. BMW sales are going to be up. Anybody else in the world, Kawasaki, anybody that sells a big V-twin cruiser or anything like a Harley-Davidson, they're going to be seeing sales from customers that normally would have bought Harley-Davidson motorcycles. So this is where it is yet to be seen if Harley-Davidson can recover from this debacle. And as I mentioned, a great place to start is from the top down. How far do we go from the top down? Yet to be seen. Hopefully they'll do whatever it takes to get back on the right track. and just get back to making motorcycles. I'm ready to put all this in the rearview mirror and move forward. Now, on the flip side of this thing is that Harley-Davidson has been absolutely shoving new motorcycles and cramming them in the doors of their dealers. Their dealers are like, stop, stop, stop. We can't sell the ones we got. We can't take any more. And Harley-Davidson is saying, too bad, you're getting the motorcycles, because they got to move them. They got to get them out of the warehouse. And with everything going on, they haven't been selling. Now, if you are interested in a new Harley-Davidson, then I see some opportunity here. If the dealers are overstocked with motorcycles, corporates ramming them out the door and into their back door, basically, you've got an opportunity here. They can't move them. They got to sell them. The new models are getting ready to come out in January. They're going to start shipping. So this might be the time to actually wait and see what happens at Harley-Davidson and possibly maybe get you a deal on a bike. Maybe next year, buying 2024 models and 2025, if you wanted a new Harley-Davidson, you might be able to actually snag a really good deal on them just for the fact that they can't move them and nobody wants them. And probably at that time, this whole debacle may have cooled off a little bit. Hopefully they got a new CEO and we're going back in the right direction. Because, mind you, this CEO that they have right now, if you guys haven't heard, this guy wants to really put the Electra in Electroglide and take Harley-Davidson to a fully electric-only company by 2030. Which, honestly, that seems like a great idea, considering how well the Livewire went over. Instead of just scrapping the whole thing, they just rebranded it into the Livewire brand and just took Harley-Davidson off of it. Because, yeah, it went over very well. So let's go full electric by 2030 and start making all-electric Electroglides. I was really hoping for some good news this week with some changes at the top at Harley-Davidson, but that didn't happen. So we got to kind of go with what we got with the letter, blaming us for not agreeing with them and pretty much saying, well, we don't want to buy your product. That's called being in a bubble at the top. They run around with their other rich CEO friends and they live in this bubble and they're not listening to their customer base. I mean, honestly, business 101 is you don't alienate your customer base, and they've done just that. That's not exactly how to make money. So, Harley-Davidson, if you're listening, I want to see you getting back to making money, not shoving politics down the customers' throats. I didn't like it, and apparently a lot of other people didn't like it either. But, guys, at the same time, if that's how corporate's going to continue to play, and they're just going to kind of sweep this under the rug and go about their business, hey, there's plenty of used Harley-Davidsons out there. You can do absolutely anything with a Harley without one part from the factory. Need a new engine? Okay, cool. Rebuild yours, find somebody who could do it, or there's always S&S. S&S builds a hell of a motor. My opinion, they build them better than Harley-Davidson does. The twin-cam engine engineered out all the flaws and made an even better motor. Is it still a Harley? Yeah, you could call it a Harley if you want. It's an S&S engine, but I guess it's a Harley clone at that point. So if Harley's going to continue to do things that we don't like, we'll just turn to the aftermarket. Go to the used market, especially, which is kind of funny. That's the one thing that the CEO wanted to destroy, was this competition from the used market. Well, I think at this point, till he's still in the company, he's just absolutely made that used market stronger than ever. But anyhow, guys, I need your opinions on this video. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Can Harley-Davidson be saved? Can the company reverse course? Can they make some more changes and actually repair the damage done to the brand? Get it back to being respected the way that it was. And like I say, I'll just interject my own opinion here. I kind of wonder how some of the 1% clubs, what they actually think about all of this. Be kind of curious. If anybody, you know anybody or this and that, let me know in the comments how they're thinking about this. But anyhow, guys, that's all I've got for you this week. Please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. But till next week, guys, stay safe on the streets. Have a safe ride this Labor Day weekend. And I'll catch you guys back here next week with a brand new video. Thanks for watching.